Fantasy Rap
with Austin and Ozzy.
Oh, I just love those boys.
Hey everyone, this is Fantasy Rap, and I'm your host Ozzy.
And I'm your co-host Austin.
You can find us on fantasyrap.com. That is fantasywrap.com. Hey everybody, welcome to week follow-up to 16 into 17. Championship week coming up. How'd you do?
Yeah, we talked about it. I really had no shot in our dynasty league against Honcho. Yeah, I mean, his team's just right now it's crazy good. Obviously, he had the bad game from Lamar.
Yeah,
because he got injured.
How did he get that good?
Yeah.
I mean, did he trade for players or something?
Oh yeah. Even before you got in the league,
but CMC and Lamar who would trade him? Those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's the thing is his team's so good, and his bench is a starting lineup in a dynasty, to where his team's always going to be good.
Well, he's sitting guys like Travis Etienne.
Yeah, it'll always be a top 3 roster in that league. I think it will because he's got these pieces where next year, next season, say, my team's red hot and I need help in that league with quarterback.
You're going to give up a first for
exactly. He's got so much depth of startable players that he's going to continue to get these first rounders or young guys in a second, to where he can just keep rebuilding that bench and
some of the trades that he's made to get picks, which he then turns and trades to me for players, which like we've said, I scored 170 something this week and 180 last week or something, 188 last week. That's with all of my players being traded. Without a guy like T. Higgins in the lineup. I like where I'm at.
Yep.
I like 5 first-round picks.
Yeah,
I like Isaac losing. Thanks, Isaac. I sent him a thank you last night.
Yeah.
He wasn't too happy with me.
Isaac, he texted in our group chat. He was in, it was like 3 or 4 semifinals and lost all of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ouch.
So, lost in that one. So that'll be 3rd place matchup for me coming into this week.
Against Isaac.
So I'll probably end up 4th.
I'm hoping you end up 3rd.
Why, do you own one of mine?
No, I own one of his.
Oh, you own one? Oh, so you want me to beat him?
Yeah, gotcha. Please beat him.
No,
I own 2 of his. I own his first and his second coming out.
Yeah, so, I lost that one. So, our Yahoo League together, I'm in the consolation. I won in that one. Yippee.
You have another week.
Yeah. And then
because you had a bye.
Yeah. And then in the main Yahoo League, going into last night, needed 16 points out of Eddie Pinheiro, the Niners kicker.
Got 15.
And, he ended up with I think it was 12 or something. So, I lost by 4.
64-yarder would have been good.
64-yarder was just dead center, but like I said, another
couple
half
inches,
a yard, a couple inches it could have bounced in.
Yeah.
Because
it pretty much hit a little bit on the top and went up.
Yep. Yeah.
But,
so, on that one, like we were talking about before, I played Buffalo's defense over New Orleans, New Orleans had 21.5, so if I would have played them. And
New Orleans played
the Jets. Yeah,
but
Buffalo's playing Cleveland, and Shedeur had been throwing a lot of picks. Buffalo still had 2 interceptions, but I don't think they had maybe 1 or 2 sacks, if that. New Orleans had 8 sacks and probably at least 1 pick. So there are a couple things that had I done this or that, I wouldn't have had to rely on Pinheiro, but you're ranting beforehand. Indy's defense couldn't hold them on a 3rd down to save their life to give me that 45-yarder I needed to win.
Yeah.
But,
and like I was going to say to you, remember that Indy during the first 3+ weeks of the season didn't punt the ball.
Yeah.
And San Fran didn't punt the ball last night. So
yeah, they haven't. They said San Fran hasn't punted since like November 30th.
Yeah. So yeah, but they also had a bye in there.
Yeah.
So two weeks because they didn't punt last week either.
Yep.
Well, I like I said, I won in our Dynasty League, which was Consolation Championship, which I mean, I didn't want to do any better than fourth place, or I mean sixth place.
Yeah.
Seventh place, sorry, because I own 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now either 7 or 8, depending upon how you guys do. In the 30-year plus league, I was out, and in the other one, I was playing to get into the championship, and I thought to myself, play Caleb Williams against the Packers, no Micah Parsons, didn't change it out. Lamar comes up Sunday night, gets hurt, I lose by 17 points or 13 points or something like that.
Yep.
And there goes my chance at a championship again in that league. So not a good week. It is what it is. I'm taking the attitude you have. I have to stop being so darn grumpy about.
Yeah, like I said, it was last night was the first week that, I was obviously, I'm trying to get. I've never won in my main Yahoo league. We've talked about. I've been in it for, now I've been in it
15-ish years,
15, 16 years. So literally half of my life.
Yeah,
I have been in this league and I've never won it. I think my best finish has been third, and that was even like 5-6 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
So I was really wanting to get in there. Obviously, you always want to win, but so last night we were just talking, Britt was down 71, 72 points going into last night, had Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey, and she lost by like 4 or 5 points as well. And
I think she said like 2. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it was close.
Came all the way back.
Yeah.
And it doesn't surprise me with those two. Mm-hmm. I mean, it does a little bit with Purdy. Purdy had a great game.
It was a crazy game. Purdy.
I expect that out of CMC.
Yeah, that's what I told her. Like going into that game, I'm like it's possible. I said, and what you need is McCaffrey to have like 3 receiving touchdowns from Purdy, and then to also have at least 1 more rushing touchdown and a bunch of yardage. So I was like, it's possible, but like we were talking before, she looked at me, in like partway through the third quarter, and she's like, "Are you going to be mad at me if I win and you don't win?" And I was like, I won't be mad at you, but the situation of you coming in down like 71 and me down 16, and if you somehow win and I don't, I'm going to be pissed off about just the situation,
right?
So once the game was done, I shut the TV off and I laid down, rolled over, and had to pout a little bit.
And you sit there and you always go through, what if I would have? Mm-hmm. I mean, what if I would have played Jaylen Warren instead of Breece Hall?
Yeah.
Oh, it wouldn't have even been a game.
Yeah.
What if I would have played Caleb Williams instead of Lamar Jackson? Mm-hmm. I would have won.
Yeah.
Without the other. I mean,
that was the other thing I was trying to do this year, was trying not to like waffle so much on a lot of my lineup decisions. I was trying to go like gut feel only. And right before the noon kickoff, I was sitting there staring, and my gut said start New Orleans against the Jets. Yeah. And I was like,
that would have been a no-brainer for me.
And I talked myself into Buffalo against Cleveland. So I was like, well, Shedeur can throw a lot of picks, and their offense can be really. I mean, I know the Jets' offense is horrible, but the Saints' defense, they'd only put up over 10 points like 2 other times this season. So, so I talked myself into Buffalo instead of following my gut, which I was doing all year, and came back and bit me in the ass. So
it happens. Moving on to our injuries, we've got the aforementioned Lamar Jackson with a back injury, to be determined whether or not he plays this week.
Yeah, they're at least wild card, I would assume. No, are they out?
Well, no, they're not out.
Yeah,
but they're not in.
Gotcha.
I believe. I don't even know if they can make it as a wild card. I don't remember.
No.
I think they have to win the division So they would have to like win 2, and I don't know exactly how it works, but it may be the quarterbackless game.
Well, they still have Snoop.
Yeah, I mean they have someone we don't.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Trevion Henderson. He's in concussion protocol.
That was the other my flex running back early, got 2 points out of him. So. Yeah, like I said too before, I watched that replay, and to me it didn't look like he actually hit his head, but
Yep.
Oh well.
Next up, Quinshawn Judkins, done for the season with a broken fibula and an ankle.
Gross. Yeah.
Don't tell me about it.
Yeah. Well, it was just that I won't explain how his leg was.
That shit. Why?
But it was a little dump off pass, and Matt Milano. I mean, it was a routine. The DBs do it all the time. They do the low around the ankles, wrap up. You kind of come through and you roll.
Yep.
And that's what Milano did. And what happened, and you could tell right away. Quinshawn kind of grabbing at it, and then he's, you could just see his face. Because he's laying up and the camera's looking over top of him, and you could just tell right away. And then he's kind of hitting the ground. He was, it was immediate. It wasn't like, oh, what happened? It was one of those where, you watch it and you're like, oh, sucks this late in the season too. With that, probably, I don't remember everything that happened because it was the fibula, ankle.
Dislocated the ankle, broke the. Probably the outside of the fibula, which is the ankle. And
so, that'll probably push into training camp and preseason.
Shouldn't. I mean, when I did that on my ankle.
Well, I guess how long?
It's only 6 or 7 weeks.
I was going to say, because, Cam Scadaboo had essentially the same thing. Maybe not the broken fibula, but dislocated the ankle and chipped something or cracked something.
Yeah, usually you crack the outside of the fibula. The fibula comes down and is the ankle bone, is just an extension of the fibula. And when you dislocate the ankle and that snaps that piece of bone off, I mean, I had that. Yeah. It was 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters displaced both ways. Gotcha. They didn't need to do anything. You hope that they don't have to do surgery. Yeah. But I was literally skating straight like 7 or 8 weeks later. Okay. I couldn't go back to hockey because mentally I could not do a hockey stop.
Yeah.
I couldn't turn my foot and plant it thinking, oh, that sucker's just going to roll right over again and snap. Yeah. So, yes, there's some mental aspect of it, but the bone is healed in 6 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Come start of the season, depending upon if there was major ligament damage or, like I said, if the surgery.
It was like a list of like 3-4 things that happened along with the
I still would be surprised, but next up we've got Jordan Love. He's in concussion protocol. Dirty hit, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, of course it's.
Well, my problem is the quarterback is in the pocket. Mm-hmm. And when you come up to make a tackle, I don't care if you think that he's doing one thing or another. If you drop the crown of your helmet and you hit him in the head, neck, face region, you're automatically kicked out.
Yeah.
He's going to get a major fine.
Yeah. I mean, that was all over Facebook, both, Bears are so dirty.
Yeah.
People are like, well, he ducked into it. And it's like, well, you've got this 6'3", 250-pound linebacker or whoever it was.
Oh, it was a defensive defensive end.
Yeah, a 6'3",
290-pound
guy sprinting at you.
And he's dropping his head.
Your natural instinct is to, you're bracing for impact.
Right.
But yes, it's the dropping of the head.
I hate to tell you, if Jordan Love would have stayed upright, he still would have caught it in the face mask. Mm-hmm. That's where the hit was going to hit him.
Yeah, but if you don't brace, you get hit like that.
Yeah,
you're
snapping and
whiplash I personally think that
he should be fined and he should probably be kicked out for a week.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. And you know that I am a proponent of, as long as on a play where they deem the hit dirty, the player who hits the other person should be out as long as that player.
Yeah.
And maybe they need to look at that. But I also look at Keyshawn Nixon hitting DJ Moore in the back.
Yeah.
And Keyshawn Nixon should have been tossed out of the game. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's Bush League. There is no. You could say, and I didn't see all angles of that play. It could be that, Keyshawn saw the interception and was going that way to make the play. Or not the interception, it was a catch.
Yeah.
But it was a catch or something.
Yeah.
And didn't notice him there, but I highly doubt it, because knowing Keyshawn Nixon,
very
like I said, I'd like to see the angles from above.
Yeah.
But I agree.
Yeah,
Keyshawn Nixon, just based on what he's done in the past, I wouldn't put it past him, because he's a dirty player.
Yeah.
And I think he should be fined. I think the Packers should get rid of him. But more reasons than one. Yep. Next up, we've got QB2 Malik Willis injured with a shoulder injury. TBD. Might be listening or watching Clayton Tune.
Oh boy, yeah.
You know who the emergency quarterback was? Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
And he didn't smell the field after his fumble.
Yeah.
Which, can't fumble either.
Yeah, I mean, if Love is going to miss because of the concussion, obviously you want Willis there. But, I don't even know if it was his throwing shoulder or not.
It was.
I missed
it.
That
it
part.
was the left shoulder.
Okay. So, I
want to say.
Honestly, Love, obviously you don't want, the starting quarterback to go out. I think we'd win that game by a touchdown or two if Love was still in there.
I think Malik Willis did
a
great job.
I mean, looks every time he comes in to play when Love misses time, he looks great. I mean,
if he's auditioning, I would take him over 5 or 6 quarterbacks in the NFL as your starter.
Yeah. Easy. I mean, also with the draft coming up, if I'm Vegas, I'm calling Green Bay, be like, what do you want from Willis?
He's a free agent.
Okay. But
he's a free agent after this year.
I mean,
sign a 1-year, $10 million prove it. Mm-hmm. What's the worst you come away with? And then if you're doing poorly, a la Vegas, then you know what you do next year. Draft Arch Manning.
Well, I think Vegas will draft, if they are in that range in the top, I think they'll take one of the top quarterbacks this year.
Then, I
keep cycling.
Yeah,
like they have been, but
yeah. Well, I know that Cleveland is interested in 2 or 3 of those top quarterbacks still too. I mean, they want all of them.
Oh. Shotgun approach. I mean,
they just don't know. It hasn't
worked with drafting a guy for them, and and trying to develop. So why not just shotgun it?
Yeah. Next up, we've got Marcus Mariota, week to week with a hand quad injury. I think he had his hand on. No, he got stepped on with the hand. Yeah. But he also injured the quad, so it's...
Yeah, and they shut down Daniels for the season, so if Mariota misses, I don't even remember who they're...
I don't remember who came in.
Yeah.
But CBS has Marcus Mariota as the number 5 pick at QB this week, so I think he's probably going to play. Then you've got Kansas City. Kansas. Because they're moving to Kansas as opposed to staying in Missouri, which a buddy of mine has been a lifelong fan, has season tickets. I don't know if that will impact because...
Depends on how far they go.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But Gardner Minshew, ACL, done for the season. 2 guys lost to ACLs. I mean, that's rough.
Yeah. This Christmas Day, these games are going to be... Have you seen the list of quarterbacks that are going to be playing?
No.
It's their third string for Kansas City. Can't even remember the guy's name. Max Brosmer potentially for Minnesota because JJ got hurt in that one. I mean, just the list of quarterbacks was just horrible.
JJ's looking like one of those injury-prone guys. I mean, it's only his second year.
Yeah.
And he's missed the whole first year and about somewhere between a third and a half of this year.
Probably, yeah. Well, he came back and was actually healthy, but they rolled Carson Wentz out for like 2 or 3 weeks after that as well. So
rumor has it that Daniel Jones will be headed to Minnesota.
Bet you they kind of wish they hadn't let him.
Well, they didn't have a choice. It was a free agent.
Oh, that's true.
Although they could have signed either of those two to a new contract. And we have all the faith in the world in J.J. McCarthy. Next up, we've got Josh Allen, day-to-day with a foot injury.
Yeah, that one was kind of weird. I didn't see, it was just, during the noon and the afternoon games, I usually just watch Red Zone.
Yeah.
I don't just pick a game to watch. I just watch Red Zone. And they were like, it was during halftime or something. They were like, oh, they did some scans or x-rays on his foot or like he legit got like a full during halftime, got checked out, and they said that he was good to go. So,
okay.
It's Josh Allen and
he'll play.
I forget who are they? They're playing. Oh, the Eagles. This week, so kind of a big game for him.
Did you go with Cook? Oh no. Thought you might.
Well,
next up, J.J. McCarthy, TBD hand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Completely lost season. So
yeah. I don't know why you'd even worry about him. Next up, Jordan Mason, week to week with an ankle injury, probably not going to play this week.
Yeah, he's been a huge disappointment this season. He was a guy too that in the last couple rounds you grab and see what happens. Obviously you knew Aaron Jones was there, but
Aaron is bound to be hurt 4 to 6 games.
But Aaron
and
Jones
he was.
The last couple of weeks has looked good. So,
and he was injured coming into this week, and he looked good.
Yeah. So Mason again, another.
Yeah, especially after last year filling in for CMC.
Yeah, I think
surprising.
Yeah, you were talking about us going after Breece Hall. I think Minnesota's going to go after him. There's going to be a handful.
I told you we're trading Josh Jacobs to Minnesota, and we're going to free agent acquisition Breece Hall.
Okay.
Yeah, changing of the guard.
Yeah.
Next up, Kamani Vidal, week to week with a neck injury.
Get a full dose of Hampton this week.
I don't know. He may play this week.
Yeah.
Although it's probably going to be week 18. So.
Yeah.
Moving on, we are going to bypass our studs and duds since it's the last week.
Yeah.
And our waiver wire, and we'll go straight to picks of the week. CBS says Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Drake May, and Marcus Mariota. I'm going with Matt Stafford. 15th.
Yep.
15th toughest matchup at Atlanta. He's been playing out of his mind.
Yeah, they just, that offense is so dialed in right now. Of course, selfishly, I hate Sean McVay because, like I said, Kyren they started that game, and it was Kyren for that first drive. And they literally, the first 9 plays were 7 rushes and 1 pass. Kyren was like 7 for like 35.
The first 9 plays were 7 rushes and 1 pass?
8 plays. You know what I was trying to say. It was
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, they were just. It was literally just handoff after handoff against Seattle, whose rush defense is
usually
one
good.
of the top couple in the league this season, and Kyren's ripping runs, and then they just stop doing it. They're throwing it everywhere.
Blake Corum.
Blake Corum got the one like actual goal line carry, and rewatching that was kind of a one that could have went either way if he actually got in or not. They're still throwing it. They end up, honestly, I think they ended up losing that game because they just kept throwing the ball. They're up at third quarter.
Oh, yeah,
fourth quarter even.
Yeah,
and they're still throwing the ball.
Yeah, like, 3 and outs, etc.
And what are you doing? And Stafford throws. They had the pick in there as well. I mean,
and then the punt return for the touchdown, which just flipped it.
Yeah, that was meltdown. And that again, you look, like I said. I mean, again, biased because I hate Sean McVay because he tries to get so cute with his play calling. They've got 3 tight ends on the field, and their one tight end who's been red hot for the last 6-7 weeks for them is blocking 90% of the time.
Yep.
And they draw up a play for a tight end on like the 5-yard line, but it's the rookie. Yep. I mean, and I like Terrence Ferguson as a dynasty, guy in the next, 3-4 years even out. I think he'll be very good. They're whatever Higbee's got on them, they love keeping him around. Yep. Parkinson can be a very good, tight end, but just like I said, McVay just gets too cute, and they're doing all this.
Well,
extra.
There are so many coaches that think they're so cute and they've got stuff figured out. You watch the first drive of the Packers, and instead of getting the first down, we throw an out at the goal line that's almost impossible to throw and catch. Mm-hmm. All we needed was a yard or two for the first down.
Crazy.
Any team Chicago turns around, gets cute with the Wildcat, brings Kmet in.
It was Was
it Kmet or Copeland?
Wasn't it a direct snap to Monangai that he?
It was going to be, but under center was Kmet.
Gotcha.
So Kmet is standing there. He snaps it between Kmet's legs and over Monangai.
Yep.
I just sat there and I went, "What a fool!"
Yeah,
What are you guys doing? This is just
might be a little get off my lawn kind of. This is how we did it in the old day. But if you need a yard, and this even goes back with Rodgers. They would do this all the time. It'd be 3rd and 1, and you're at the 30-yard line,
and you go for a bomb,
and you're trying to score a touchdown. It's like just get the first 1 yard.
Down. Right.
Get the 1 yard.
You had this guy wide open 3 yards down the field.
3 more downs to try and get cute.
Yep.
Take that shot in the next on first or second.
Second is a prime time to do it, especially when you're in field goal position.
Like I said,
not on third.
That's probably one of those stupid analytic things.
It is. It's if you're in man coverage.
5% of the times, if you throw a 40-yard bomb down the field, it connects.
It's a man coverage thing. It all depends on coverage, what the quarterback sees, etc.
Well, you look at like Jacksonville right now. They had multiple times in this game, in the game this week, and against Denver, where it's 3rd and 1. They even won a 4th and 1. And what do? Trevor Lawrence. And they just, it's a sneak.
Yeah.
And guess what? They convert. And, they're not doing, and Liam Cohen's one of these guys that, you would imagine would try and get cutesy, but he right now just doesn't. Right. And it's working for him.
Well, and that's what I thought the Packers were going to do.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to rush up to the line and a quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
We would have had the first down.
Yeah, it's one of those plays that everybody expects that, but it's one of those that
you run something stupid instead.
Yeah, but even just a quarterback sneak, statistically, my guess is most of the time you convert.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. So, like I said,
especially with a legal tush push. I'm not talking about where the guys are leaving early and everything. I'm talking about the quarterback is back there and you've got a big guy behind him and he just comes in and pushes him forward.
During the game last night, they did that with Brock Purdy. Juszczyk came in and both cheeks grabbed him and shoved him forward.
And he propels him for about.
And Britt goes, "Is that a tush push?" And I'm like, technically, yeah. It's not the Eagles tush push. But
and the Eagles got called for false start. Mm-hmm. And it was a split second early, but they called it.
He could have been called for offside, offsides or neutral zone anyways, because he was lined up, his helmet's in the guy's armpit.
Exactly.
So I ran, but
we devolved.
So my start's going to be Brissett, who looked, he struggled against Atlanta. Atlanta decided to show up and actually be a good defense this week. Brissett missed like 2 touchdowns. I think both of the 2 that he missed were to Trey McBride.
Okay.
Had the crazy one to Michael Wilson in the first quarter where Wilson and the defender are just rolling and the ball ends up in Michael Wilson's arms in the end zone and it never hit the ground. So,
nice.
Brissett, they're going against Cincy. Cincy's defense is still bad.
Should be a low-scoring game, right?
Yeah. I bet you the over/under on that's probably close to 50 right now. So
I would guess more than that.
Yeah, they usually don't get too far over 50.
I know.
So, but
they don't. They don't put it over 50. Yeah. But damn well the score is going to be. 35-32 or something.
Yep. So yeah.
Yep. So moving on, we've got our running backs, Christian McCaffrey, who, if it is player of the year, I'm giving it to Christian McCaffrey this year.
Yeah.
Although Jackson Smith and Jigba is right up there too.
Hey, McCaffrey, could he technically win comeback player of the year?
Yeah.
So.
Because he really didn't play at all last year. Devon Achane, Ashton Genty, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson. I'm going Jahmyr Gibbs at Minnesota. Yep. Not a great matchup. Again, 15th from the worst.
That offense, the Lions offense should be on the field a ton this week if they're going against Brosmer. Yeah. So, plenty of opportunity.
And if they get up, it's going to be less about the passing. I considered I don't even remember who it was. I considered another player of theirs. Amon-Ra. Yeah. But I didn't go with him because I think they're going to run.
Yeah. Even
though the run defense is middle of the pack.
Yeah.
I think now the problem is that it could be a Montgomery week.
Could. Yeah, it could. Like I said, especially if they do end up getting big, it very well could end up being a lot of Montgomery to milk the clock, because you don't want Gibbs to break off a 60-yarder only take 10 seconds off the clock.
Right.
So,
he does that too often.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go with Saquon Barkley against Buffalo. Should be a very good. I think this will be a fun game. Buffalo's run defense is not that great.
Neither is Buffalo's. Neither is Phillies.
Yeah. I did look at James Cook.
So did I. I'm sitting there going, who do I want?
Yep. And Cook, he looked really good against Cleveland's defense. So, Barkley against Buffalo, big game. Should be a good game. And Barkley, as of the last 2-3 weeks, has been much better. It's like his 3rd straight 100-yard game.
Yeah. He's finally getting over the
seems like they're figuring
tiredness.
Figuring out the offense. And the Eagles are warming up going into the postseason, which is a little scary because I believe Lane Johnson's back this week.
Okay.
They're getting Jalen Carter back on the other side, so they're getting healthy again, and the offense is kind of they're looking better.
Let's just hope they choke a few games, and
that'd be nice. But I think Barkley should have another nice game. Here against Buffalo.
Wide receivers: Puka Nacua, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Michael Wilson. I am going to go with what's his name? Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's wide receiver. You're helping me out here.
Why can't I think of?
I can't either.
Metcalf?
DK. Decamarium whatever.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he's not playing.
Suspended 2 games
for beating the crap out of someone up in the stands.
He barely hit him.
I know. And if the guy actually did what DK says he did, I would have pounded the hell out of him too.
Yeah, there's a video that came out of a fan nearby that it was the guy was just calling him his full legal name.
Oh, okay.
From what it sounded like, there was no slurs or cussing or anything. But DK, 2-game suspension. So he forfeits, it's like $500,000 in game money.
$555,000, I think.
I think that could void out like another like 40 or 50 million of guaranteed money out of his contract. So, like I said, if you're going to lose $40 million, he didn't even make that good of contact on the dude. So
right.
It really was not worth it.
And I mean, if that's the case, the guy could actually press charges against him, civil suit.
Yeah.
And the other one who bothers me a little bit is Puka Nacua. Not keeping his cool. I get that he's a second year player? Third?
Puka?
Second?
Third now, I believe.
Is this his third year?
I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
Third year player. You guys need to be professional. I mean, there are rules about what you say about referees, etc.
Well, Puka, it was after the game, but it was the week leading up to the game. He had a lot of stuff. He was the team. He wanted to bring in I forget this is a streamer, one of the big streamers. He wanted to bring them into the facility to stream with them for with Puka, and the team said no, and they asked him not to do anything, focus on the game. It was the day before he was on the stream at this person's wherever in LA, or wherever it was.
You got to get your head in the
that,
game.
And there was a lot of controversy with an action that he did on the stream with the guy, but yeah, he's just kind of a knucklehead.
Yep, grow up, act your age. Yeah. Oh, he is acting his age. He's a 20-something-year-old male who hasn't fully developed his frontal lobe.
Yeah, and making good money.
Well, there's a fifth or sixth round.
Still good money.
Well, yeah, compared to you and me.
and the amount of money he's got coming his way.
Oh, yeah. But not if he, I mean, there are these, the DKs, the George Pickens, there are players out there that do them, the Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
All of these guys are costing themselves tons of money.
Yep.
And, think about it. Think about what you're doing. Mm-hmm. I get that you've got more money than you've ever had, but we're talking about life-altering money. We're talking about generational money that you're going to end up with. So I'm going Chris Olave at Tennessee. Tennessee is horrible, 26th against the pass, and Olave has been on fire.
He had a monster game this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't be for Jackson Smith and Jigba, Chris Olave is right up there as one of the better young receivers, as long as he can stay healthy.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's had the concussion problem, so it could literally just be, if he gets another major one, he could just call it quits, save yourself for the future. And but yeah, he's been, like I said, on fire lately, and it's with Tyler Shuck, who Tyler Shuck honestly has not looked bad either. There's you see there's flashes there of somebody that you keep developing, could be a multi-year starter for you potentially. I've like I said, I've been seeing it. I mean, they've got holes everywhere else on that team.
But, and they're over the salary cap for next year by $6 million or something. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how they're going to actually make it work.
Yeah,
they will, but
they'll figure out a way.
Yep.
I'm gonna go CeeDee Lamb against Washington. Washington's defense is horrible. Could be on whoever their third string quarterback is this week potentially.
It's a Christmas game.
I mean,
there's where's that being played?
At Washington.
At Washington. Yeah. I mean, there's that is a rivalry.
Yeah.
And neither of them are making the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I mean, you look at the matchups and you go, you didn't expect any of this to happen. KC, not in the playoffs. Washington, after last year, looking
Denver. Kansas City's got to play Denver.
And then you've got Detroit and Minnesota.
That sounds correct.
And Minnesota is out. I mean, the expectation.
Detroit's close.
Minnesota last year was really good. Mm-hmm. Not so much this year because they don't have a quarterback.
Yep.
Detroit was really good last year. Not so much this year. They have to win both, and the Packers have to lose both for them to make it into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Probably won't happen. I don't want to say it won't, but
they're on the outside looking in for sure.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, those are not the matchups that the networks or the NFL was hoping for Christmas Day. I mean, I may not watch any of it.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
We'll be here. I'm not turning the TV on.
Yeah, when the girls are napping, we'll be watching something. So.
I know.
Yeah, but like I said, Washington.
I'm going to watch It's a Wonderful Life.
There you go. Washington's defense is just so bad.
Yeah.
I think it's just going to be like Dallas is going to, they're not going to be able to help themselves except put up a lot of points this week. So.
Yeah, I agree. Next up, we've got our tight ends, Trey McBride, Brock Bowers, Kyle Pitts, Darren Waller, George Kittle, who got banged up last night and may or may not play. I am going Harold Fannin Jr. at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is the 29th defense against tight ends. And Harold Fannin Jr. has been doing very well lately.
Yeah. Yeah, he has. He's been on fire. I mean, he was the guy, going into the season, like dynasty-wise, it was like, if there's going to be a surprise in this draft class, it's going to be him for tight end. Everybody was looking obviously at Loveland and Warren, some Mason Taylor in there. I think after that it was like Arroyo and
I think around to Gadsden.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere too. Really, but
up there
during the draft, post-draft.
Yep,
Fannin was like the guy. Was like just keep an eye on him. He could be the guy that really steps up here. Aside from the obvious that the front runners of Warren and Loveland. So he's got a good rapport going on with Shedeur and I mean Njoku hasn't been overly involved. So I don't know what his contract looks like with Njoku, but I wouldn't be shocked if because he's getting a little older too. Njoku is, he's been around. Well, he came into the league a little older, but
he's still a beast at times. I mean, I think it was last year. Didn't he have a 2 or 3 touchdown game and 100 and some yards? And, I mean, just ran roughshod over the defense.
Yeah.
So I mean, these guys can put up those kinds of games.
Yep.
But as they get older. Although, I'd be surprised if the Packers don't go out and get Mercedes Lewis off the.
I don't even know where.
I forget whose practice squad he's on.
Denver, was it?
It might be.
Yeah, I thought it was maybe Denver.
Because we definitely need, with Wiley out and with Fitzpatrick out, and I mean we're down to one tight end.
Yeah. So we got his Musgrave,
and we know that he can't block to save his soul. So
can pull out one good catch a game. Musgrave can one big catch a game.
Yeah. So. Well, he had a decent game this past week, but yeah.
So, so I'm going with Juwan Johnson, pairing up with your Olave. I mean, he had like 80 something yards, like 8 catches, 80 something yards. I don't remember if he scored this week or not.
I was considering him too.
Yeah, he's just
it was those
and
two.
He's been. I mean, he missed some time with some injuries, but he started the season. He was doing really well. Injuries, whatever, kind of dipped. But as the last couple of weeks has been, especially PPR as well, because he's getting a lot of targets, has been really, he's pushing people. I've seen he's on a lot of rosters of people making championships because he's one of those guys that you could have picked up off of waivers 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So, and he started out hot.
League format. Yeah.
He started out hot,
like I said,
and then he dropped off.
Couple injuries.
I know I had him when Kittle was injured.
Yeah, I had him a couple times.
And then I dropped him, and I didn't go back to the well because Pitts became available.
Yeah.
But then I didn't play Pitts. So.
He's just, like I said, he's been super involved. He's been, a bit of a safety valve for Shuck, and, so.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we've got for this week. We will, that's the end of our season. Mm-hmm. We will have a follow-up talking about the studs of the year.
Okay.
The most impressive players, maybe name our own MVPs, etc. Yeah. And that might be after the Super Bowl. The real Super Bowl. Wait until football is over with.
I'll be off starting January 12th for 8 weeks. So
nice.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, we might be able to find a day. I don't know. I work pretty hard.
Yeah.
So good luck in your championships. If your championship is in week 18, I don't care about you because you never should happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, enjoy the games, enjoy the rest of the season, and we will catch you after the season is over.
Yep.
I'm Ozzy.
And I'm Austin.
Have a great week.
See you.